Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we're rocking and rolling with some more PokéPath TD, an excellent Pokemon-based tower defense title that I've really been enjoying, and I know you guys have as well. And how do I know that? Well, the comment section has been cooking, right? You guys are on fire, giving me all kinds of fun recommendations for strong Pokemon, strong team comps, and just overall good discussion about some of the things that you have found that has worked for you in your own files. Which brings me to my next topic. Now, apparently, there are secrets in this game. I did not know this at all. Like, I seriously did not know this one bit. The comment section was popping off in my last video. You guys have kind of made me aware of a few secrets. Now, one commenter was very kind of cryptic about it, and I really did appreciate that. It kind of piqued my interest. Got me thinking, wait, is there something hidden in plain view that I'm not considering? And then a few other commenters actually gave me the lowdown. So in today's episode, my friends, it's going to be one of a discovery. We're going to be discovering these secrets in real time. I have no idea what they are. My guess is maybe secret Pokemon. And if we do get some secret Pokemon, well, take a look at the top left corner of the screen. We have $33 million in the bank. Maybe we can spend it on some of these secret and super upgradable Pokemon. We'll certainly see. And then furthermore, let's just get a little bit farther. Let's maybe complete another route and look to face another boss. That's all coming up in today's episode, so buckle up, smash the like button if you enjoy the content, consider subscribing if you are new here, and let me know your thoughts. Continue to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so today we find ourselves on Route 1-2, and the first course of action is, of course, to uncover some secrets. The first secret being in the settings menu. So let's go ahead and click on in here, and apparently, and the sound's going to get a little goofy here, but apparently if we go 0441, that is a secret. Let's test it out. So let's reduce the master volume all the way down to 0, 4, 4, and then 1. How about that? We got a Chatot. Okay, cool, man. Awesome. We got a free Pokemon. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you to the commenter that pointed that one out. You are absolutely fantastic. All right, awesome. So I think we're going to get a bunch of free Pokemon here. Absolutely terrific. So another one, and in fact, let me fix the volume here real quick. Bump up the master. Go 5, 5, and 5. Okay, that is quite nice. Okay, another one. You go into your profile, and apparently if you click a heart, which this is the heart, you get another one. How about that? A love disc. All right, fantastic. I mean, yes, this is great. Free Pokemon. Free Pokemon is indeed good. All right, next stop is Route 13. So let's pop on over to 13, and I mean, it's hidden in plain view here, right? This open grave. You can actually see your little pointer becomes a finger. So let's click this. Nice, we got a Greavard. Okay, cool. I'm unfamiliar with that Pokemon. Absolutely terrific. Obviously, a dark, maybe ghost type. Okay, awesome. And then our last stop today will be on Route 22. And apparently, you just got to click this cactus here again. You can see the pointer changes, right, to a little finger. Cacnea. All right, nice. I am familiar with that one. Okay, great. There's also another one on Route 5. Or excuse me, Route 33. That is the 5th secret. More like. We don't have access to it yet, but apparently you're supposed to type in 5675 on your keyboard on Route 33, and you will get the 5th secret. Now, can we get there today? Probably not. I mean, it's a huge stretch goal. We would need to accumulate 221 stars, but in a future episode, you bet for sure. Now, we have $33 million. I think we're going to focus our attention on Route 1-2 here today. We got to 65 stars. Let's see if we can get all the way up to 100. And of course, I've got $33 million. It's burning a hole in my pocket, so let's go ahead and spend it. But first and foremost, let's take a look at our new additions. So, Chatot, what do we know about ya? Chatter, its damage depends on the volume of the game's sound effects. Okay, interesting. That is really interesting, actually. So if you just crank up the sound effects, I bet you it does a lot of damage. That's a cool little mechanic. We have a Love Disc. Attacks have a small chance of restoring 1 heart. Okay, so it heals. Power 8. Looks like it attacks really, really fast. Circle Field and Water. Looks like its range does not increase at all, though. And doesn't have an evolved form. Neither does Chatot, okay? Then we have Greavard. So curses an enemy and deals damage to all cursed enemies. Curse an enemy and deal damage to all cursed enemies. Interesting. So that has some good synergy with Gengar, and then, of course, Gardevoir as well, right? Looks like his range does increase slowly, but he's also got an evolved form. I do like Pokemon that evolve because obviously when they evolve, their stats get so much better. Definitely an interesting one if we want to put together a curse build. And then last up is Cacnea. Fires projectiles at up to 2 enemies at once, doubles its range on Route 2. Okay, doubles its range on Route 2. Interesting. So a pretty good staple for Route 2, right? I mean, like some of these effects, right? They're getting real specific, and I do like it, right? It's a smart way to think about your game. Not to mention we do have, of course, an evolved form, right? Okay, cool. Absolutely fantastic. So what we're doing here today, my friends, we're going to be spending $33 million. Now, do I like any of the ones that we got by way of secrets? I'm not sure yet, okay? I'm not sure yet. Just kind of like I did in the last episode. We're going to spend this cash, then I'm going to reformulate off camera. I'll come back to show you what I did. However, one thing that we do know for sure is Flygon is very, very good, right? We really do like our Flygon around this corner of the internet. So let's go ahead and let's max him out. Get him maxed out, you bet. A level 100 Flygon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be maxing out my mainstays. Spinda, I like him. He's gotten some kind of varying reviews in the comments section, but I personally like Spinda. I think he's a fun one to use, for sure. Meganium, I think, definitely part of the solution. Let's go ahead and get him maxed out. Mighty at 930. Not to mention, with this item on, right, he's hitting very, very heavy and very, very quickly as well. Meganium, get leveled up. Sceptile, get leveled up. Absolutely. Sceptile's great. So he's got double power in tall grass, 540, obviously up to 1080 in the grass. Not bad at all. Route 1-2 does have some grass right there. We got Machamp. I mean, just an absolute monster is Machamp. So let's max him out. 1820 power. Absolutely insane. Now, Gyarados won't really do too well on this map, but I do really like what Gyarados brings to the table. So let's get him maxed out. He's sitting at level 65. That's just atrocious. 2,230 power for Gyarados. My goodness, man. Absolutely insane. Obviously an armor buster from the high seas. And then we got Raichu. Are we in on Raichu? I mean, I wasn't out on Raichu. I kind of like him. He's pretty good. Is there anyone else that we should consider? So a commenter was saying that Smeargle is a Pokemon that we can try to roll for here that actually gives you access to shinies, which is crazy. Did not know this game had shinies, but it does. So that's another thing that we can kind of try to focus on for sure. Then I also got intel that Ampharos is a really, really good stunner. And I also like what Gardevoir brings to the table. So, before I just recklessly spend money and get Raichu all buffed up, let's go ahead and let's pull Raichu out for now. Let's get in Ampharos. And let's power level Ampharos. Really want to see kind of what he morphs into as an AoE stunner. I mean, good damage. The recharge rate leaves a little bit to be desired. The range is okay. But obviously, the AoE stun is really, really nice, especially paired with, like, a Gardevoir, right? So Gardevoir has a lot of utility. I see it as a very useful Pokemon to use, the Gardevoir. So let's go ahead and get Gardevoir all pumped up as well. And actually, if you saw my last video, I mean, Gardevoir has impressive damage output, actually, as well. So there's a level 100 Gardevoir, 900 power. I mean, short range, but if we pair her up on the helm with a stunner and put some strong units behind her, I think Gardevoir can be quite nice. Absolutely. Alright, good. Are there any other Pokemon that we like? Otherwise, maybe we can purchase some. I think purchasing some, rolling the dice a little bit, seeing what new one you get, that's exciting. And that's where your comments really do come in handy because, obviously we got a bunch of people playing this game right now, a bunch of people in this community playing this game, and just kind of understanding what has worked for you. I think it helps out. It definitely helps out me. I can speak from experience there, but I think it helps out other members in the community as well. Let's go ahead and max out Charizard. He is the OG, right? Definitely should. And why don't we do some shopping? Deals 50% additional damage to armored enemies. Can only be held by Mankey or Primeape. Lucario or Riolu increases damage dealt by 50%. Oh, let's go ahead. Let's get some random Pokemon. So, Binacle. Got Tangela. Okay, I do believe Tangela like stuns or something. Clefairy, okay. So there's a good one. We actually have items specific to Clefairy. I think I've already purchased it. Carvana, of course, up to Sharpedo. Got Chimchar, okay. So that's a starter. Noibat. Got Mankey. How about that? Mankey into Primeape. I mean, 50% additional damage to armored enemies. Let's see what it looks like. Always have been a fan of Mankey. Yeah, double damage to armor. I mean, he can probably get pretty strong, I would guess. You throw this item on him on a particularly super armored route. Maybe that's a good solution. The projectiles explode in an area causing half damage to nearby enemies, can only be held by Psy or Golduck. Okay. Let's keep getting some random Pokemon. Drillbur. We got Hoppip. Omanite. Okay, so I've heard really good reviews about Omanites for a fossil deck and also just standalone as well. Doubles its speed if it's in water. It looks like he gets real strong, man. Field, water, and mountain. Obviously, you want to put him in water if it doubles his speed. Okay. Let me know some more details about Omanite. I don't think on Route 1-2 he's the best solution, given kind of what we're working with here, but you know, future state, right? For a map with water, you definitely want to throw him in the water. Let's go ahead and keep... Hey, how about this? We got the Smeargle. How about this? So I want to see what this guy's ability is all about. How can he help give me shinies? Alright, Scheme. Each hit has a very small chance to turn a Pokemon that is in its final evolutionary stage shiny. Is that so? Okay. So when I set up my next grind kit, right? Like overnight grind kit, Smeargle is going to be a part of that. And we'll put him up there. Does his attack speed increase? It does. Alright, definitely going to want to dump some levels into Smeargle to make him attack super fast. In fact, maybe I just max him out. Yeah, why not? We're committed. I mean, it's shinies, man. Alright, so every 2 seconds now. Not really a DPS solution. Very short range, but you put him on the helm and you just let it go overnight. And you stack around him final evolved form Pokemon to see if maybe we can get some shinies. We'll definitely have to see. We'll have to see if anything changes when I leave it on overnight tonight. And of course, you guys just keep letting me know if you want to keep seeing some PokéPath TD. I do enjoy this. It's kind of a step outside of the games I typically play on the channel, but no, I enjoy it. Huge fan of Pokemon. Alright, so we got Chimchar. Obviously burns. Seems like he gets pretty strong and does attack fast. How does he stack up to Charizard, though, right? Like Infernape, how does it stack up to Charizard? He's more of like a... I guess he's got a bit more diverse skill set in the games in that he's a fighting type as well, right? Okay, cool. So we've got $5 million left. What do we want to spend this on? Raichu. You're kind of just staring at me here, man. Do we like Gengar? I do like Gengar. I think you need a special item for him, though. Either that or maybe it's a special item for Gardevoir that eludes me. Maybe I should buy a few items. I mean, I've got Lucario and Marowak. So what is this? Critical hits slow the target for 0.2 seconds. Pokemon that apply any status effects cannot hold this item. So just on a pure crit character. There are characters that auto crit when on certain terrain. So I don't dislike that. Allow Spinda to choose attack target. There you go. Holder deals 5% more damage for each status. Okay. We'll buy that. Damage based on how close the holder is to the target only activates on mountain. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like I definitely need to buy some of these items. Damage dealt by 5% for each fossil Pokemon on the team. Okay. If you want to put together a fossil build, it's a pretty key item there. Damage is increased by 20% if the enemy is further than 150 range. Decreased by 20 if not. Only usable for projectile-based Pokemon. Projectiles no longer ricochet. Excuse me. The holder gains 50% damage for each missed ricochet. Okay, this is starting to get real expensive now. Let's get a few more Pokemon. We got Comfey. Got Kabuto, okay. So we are really assembling a fossil deck here, and we got Clauncher. Okay, I heard good things about Clauncher as well. See, I read all your comments, guys. Alright, so Clauncher. 265 range in across, field and water. Criticals do twice the damage, so you don't have to throw him in water. 75 stock power at level 1. What? Wow, look at this, man. 250. His crit rate is 25%. I mean, you gotta evolve him for sure. Whoever mentioned this Pokemon, you were completely right. Wow, plus 1,000. Plus 1,000, plus 35 range as well, and then plus 25% crit. You gotta be kidding me. You have absolutely got to be kidding me. That is absolutely insane, man. And then it's up 50 from there. Up 500. Oh my goodness, guys. This is crazy. Crazy, especially if you give him the item that makes him attack a little bit faster. I mean, you have to. Look at this. Insane attack power. 4,450. You have got to be kidding me, man. 5,100 maxed out attack. Absolutely insane, dude. Absolutely insane. We're effectively out of money at that point, but that's money well spent if you ask me. Raichu. I do like you, man. Let's give you some love. Give you another 5 levels up. Why not? I've got 410k left, and I've got many choices to consider here, my friends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the team set here on Route 1-2. Kind of off camera. I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to show you the team that we're going with. And then the goal will be to get to, obviously, the end of Route 1-2. The highest wave is 65. So let's get to 100 and defeat yet another boss. And we can maybe wrap it up there. So I'll be right back. Thank you so much. And I'm really excited to kind of tool around with this new team. We'll definitely see what I can come up with. I'll be right back. Alright, my friends, I am back, and this is what I came up with. So we're featuring Flygon. We got Ditto Flygon. We got Spinda with the focusing item. We got Sunflora, Sceptile, Meganium, Machamp, Clawitzer, and Ampharos as our, I guess, just overall team that you can rely on, right? It's very front-loaded. We're going to be able to bombard the opening spawn, and I think we're going to do some great things with it. Clawitzer can actually equip this item, which makes his attack range 50% wider. So check this out, man. This guy's a menace. Now, certain maps he's going to be very good because of his, unique cross pattern there. And on this map, he's going to cover this lane rather well. Not to mention Distill Punishment right here. Probably not the most optimal spot for our boy Clawitzer. It is a shiny new toy, but still, we're going to try him out. So I do like this team. I think this team is super functional, right? Just all kinds of coverage all over the place. And you'll love to see it. Now, next up, we do have a stun-focused team. Now, I was kind of excited to put this together because we have a lot better stunning options. So we got Ampharos, Raichu, and Gardevoir, all buffed up by the flower. And then not to mention Spinda, that can shoot down the stunned enemies, of course. And then we got Flygon that can actually reach this lane as well. Meganium and Clawitzer again. And then we're doubling up on the Spinda in this particular one. For the third slot here, we do have sort of a back team. Just a back DPS team. I'm using Raichu in the grass. The terrain is actually kind of hard with my current Pokemon team. Terrain is kind of hard on this one. You need a lot of mountain units, and I don't have a ton of them. And then last, we do have the frisking Honchkrow. So, let's begin. I've got it set to, we're going to retry. I've got it set to stop before invisibility. Would recommend you do the same. So, let's go. Let's go ahead and run this. And the first, many waves should be pretty easy. Just pulsing down the enemy. I want to see Ampharos do his thing. I like Meganium quite a bit. I think Meganium's super strong. If you look at his increased stats with this item particularly, right? I mean, he's really strong. He really is. Especially on that flower, too. Then, of course, we have our boy, the buffed up Flygon. I mean, just adding a lot of value. Attacks super fast. Great range. I mean, we got a ton of just really good coverage with this team and on this map. And I'm hoping it's enough to get us to the 100 threshold. We'll definitely see. But it'd be great to cap off today's video with a nice little boss fight. Would it not? It absolutely would. And I'm also really excited to see Clawitzer attack, man. Like, this guy is a revelation. Never seen anything like it. 5,100 power is absolutely insane. Not to mention can throw on the wide lens. I like how this game just leans in to the strength of certain Pokemon, absolutely. Still got Machamp hitting good. I mean, he does attack really, really fast. Well, not really, really fast, but fast enough to really deal some punishment for sure. And let's see what else we got. I mean, Spinda, I don't know, like I mentioned earlier, like he was getting, I don't want to say he was getting mixed, he was probably getting mixed reviews in the comments section. And I kind of get it, right? Like his power really does leave a lot to be desired, but he attacks super fast and it's a fun Pokemon to watch operate. Given, you know, he's a Gatling gun, a Poke Gatling gun, if you will. Sceptile, I mean, I think he's good. He's got to be in grass, though, or you can give him this item, which I have on him. Field terrain instead behaves as grass for the holder, which, of course, gives him that doubled attack power. Absolutely vital for Sceptile. I do like his crit rate as well. And then long lost are the days where we're just relying upon Charizard, right? Charizard has been benched. He is on my sort of panic team, right on the third slot here, but he's like right here, right? So I just don't really have a good spot for him. I mean, Charizard, let's be honest about it. Let's talk about it. I think he's a little underwhelming. I think you need to get the most value out of him, you got to put him early in your formation. Well, we have all kinds of other good options first in the formation now with just some of the powerhouses that we've been getting. And I'm really looking forward to the map where Clawitzer really can shine. Like, if he can, let's say this was a spot right here, right? He shoots up the spawn point. That would be a really good spot for him, right? It would. But we just don't have that flexibility on this particular map, which is okay. It is okay. We're going to see how far we can do on Route 1-2 here. I mean, it is the next sensible progression. We beat Route 1-1 in the last episode. Check it out if you like. In fact, follow along with the playthrough series of PokéPath TD. I'm going to be playing it until you guys basically tell me by way of likes and viewership that you don't want to see it anymore. So follow along if you like. I will leave a link to the playlist that we're building in the pinned comment below. So check it out if you like. And again, like I mentioned in the intro, continue to let me know your thoughts. Continue to let me know your recommendations, right? Let me know what Pokemon you have found works for you. Let me know what strong ones you have found. Let me know what you think of Omanites, right? We did just lock in Omanite. I heard very, very good things about them. So let me know what, in your opinion, makes them so strong and effective. So let me know about that one. Let me know about, I mean, any of these other ones that we got, right? Smeargle, I'll be working in Smeargle. Got him up to level 100, of course. Probably a bit wastefully, but wanted to get that attack speed super, super low, as low as possible. So we've got the Smeargle locked in, but you know what of these other ones do you like? We got Comfey. Anybody know anything about Comfey? Doesn't have an evolved form. Looks like he recovers hearts. We got Kabuto and Omanite, of course, right? The two original red-blue fossils. Got Drillbur. I always kind of like this guy, right? Looks like an armor breaker. I mean, we've got plenty of those. Mankey kind of seems good, especially with that item that we have on him, right? I mean, 50% additional damage to armored enemies. It'd be interesting to see what he looks like at level 100. Seems like he does scale up in power quite a bit, as you would expect with a Mankey. We got Chimchar. What are your thoughts on Chimchar? Let me know if you're seeing any Pokemon that I should consider. Do have Tangela, who does evolve. Now, in the original red-blue, it did not evolve, so they must have added an evolved form later. But the attacks slow the target for 2 seconds. I mean, that's pretty good. He does attack fast. Looks like he's going to scale up in power, and his recharge time does come down as he levels up, which is pretty nice. Short range, though, of course. But then again, you never know. He might get a sizable range buff when we evolve him. That certainly is a possibility. Let me know your thoughts on Tangela. And of course, anything else that you're seeing here. Let me know your thoughts on the secret ones that we got. Chatot, Love Disc, Grivard, Cacnea. Right, those four. We also got a Clefairy, so what does Clefairy do? Attack deal 1 additional damage for each star. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's actually quite compelling. Because, I mean, we have 379. So, I'm going to be hitting for... I mean, obviously doesn't get much power, right? Doesn't. But it's all about, like, obviously a late game option, right? Like a real late profile option, more like. Can go in the Mountain 2, which we do need a little more flexibility. And then there's this item. Restores 1 heart after dealing 25,000 damage. Gain 0.1 additional range every star. Okay, so that's obviously the ideal. Yeah. Throw that on. I think I want to get Clefairy evolved. We have the financial means to do so. So let's do it. Let's see what this thing morphs into. Alright, Clefable. So Clefable gets a sizable power increase. It actually might be a viable Pokemon then. Clefable. I can't say I dislike it. I mean, the range is growing. The power, of course, will grow as you level up your profile more. I mean, I like it. I do like it. I think it's one to keep in the box for now, but I mean, it certainly is an option. Absolutely. Lots of the Pokemon kind of feel unique in this game. I've also been looking at Rockruff. I got him a couple of episodes ago. And I like his flexibility, right? His versatility. Tough Claws. Increases the power by 50% while on a mountain. Sets its critical chance to 100% while in tall grass. I mean, these are all interesting considerations. One of the things I do like about this game. And we should be relatively fast at the 540 mark. Right, so we can add another Pokemon and fill out our team entirely with, you know, a roster of 10. So what Pokemon do I consider? I mean, at this current point in time, it seems like Clefairy is a pretty good option. I mean, we're going to get to the point where, well, Clefable more like. I mean, every 10 levels, you're getting more power. So 43 more power, you are getting range, and you're attacking faster. So, and if we scale this up, I mean, let's give Clefable another 10 levels. So at level 35 here, I mean 175, and you add the 379 to that. Recharge time is right at about 1 attack per second, and then the range just continues to scale up as you accumulate more stars. I do like a Pokemon that scales up as you get more stars. That's pretty cool. I do like that. So let me know your thoughts on Clefable as well. And then maybe we can think about setting up some crazy crit build. I mean, we got a few items to support it, and then some interesting synergies with the crit build as well. I don't know. I like it. Definitely like it. So this is good stuff. Let's test out the team here. And Ampharos, as you can see, he does get a pole position with this current team. Doing good things. Looks like he does kind of blast a light ray around that will, of course, stun. Now, we haven't been tested yet, as you would think. But like I said, we got to level 65 on this route before. Can we take it all the way to 100? Well, tune in and find out. Absolutely. I think the first time I tried this route, we just didn't have enough Pokemon to put in key spots, right? That was before we had Flygon. That was before Spinda was even powered up. In fact, I think that might have been the episode I discovered Spinda. Of course, we didn't have Clawitzer. Really excited to see what this guy does. His only concern is the 6 seconds to recharge. So it's like 1 big shot and then 6 seconds of recharge. But 50% critical hit rate is pretty crazy. It really is. Like I was mentioning earlier, you know, finding the map that Clawitzer excels on. Should have some good luck with that. And of course, you know, this is where Ditto gives you a lot of flexibility, right? You can clone Clawitzer effectively and get like super coverage. I think what I'll do in my next episode is let's explore a map and work on a map that Clawitzer really does excel on. Because I really want to play around with this range. So that's some other good stuff. As far as like looking at my team, right? Like Sceptile, he's got to be propped up by the item. And he's very terrain specific, right? He's got to be on the grass or in the field with this item. Otherwise, he's not usable, really, if you ask me. 30% crit rate, though. Pretty good. But so far, so good. I mean, we're humming. Through 40 waves like that, not a problem at all. They can't even get out of spawn. It's a good problem to have, for sure. And I'm here for it, man. We're here for the ride. Got 21 Probo Pass coming down with. It's 2,400 armor. Not a problem at all. We've seen this before. Many times. And I'm curious what's the boss on Route 1-2 is. My guess maybe another legendary bird. That's just based on context clues of Route 1-1, of course. We'll see, of course. We squared off against Articuno. Check that video out as well. You will see Articuno with $ signs for eyes. Because we came in, we spent 20 million, and then we finally got over the hump and defeated the boss. So check out that episode if you like the PokéPath TD right here on the channel. Alright boys, so who's going to make my day? Who's going to challenge me? Who's going to get a little HP through here, man? I mean, so far, so good. In fact, I've got to remember, instead of restart, we got to go retry. So we don't drown out these, well, I mean, these early waves, right? They don't really add much of a challenge at all. But I was really excited about new team comp, new Pokemon, and getting them set, right? That's part of the fun of this game that I really have found is, alright, so you have this roster that you've been cultivating with your profile. You know, how your hard-earned dollars, you know, grinded overnight by Persian, right? You've got that bankroll. So who are you going to invest in, number one? Number two, does the map sort of cater to the Pokemon that you chose to invest in? I think you could probably argue, in a way, that the ones I chose to level up here and install into this formation that is currently doing very, very good, but we'll see what the future holds. You know, maybe we could have gone in on another mountain Pokemon. And I more mean that for sort of back-end coverage. Right? Like, we could really use another mountain Pokemon. Maybe that's where Clefable comes in. So maybe we will remember the day we got Clefable as it becomes, you know, one of the best on the team. We'll certainly see. We will certainly see. We've got 30 Slugma coming down. 3,000 HP. Not a big deal. They melt at spawn. Well, that's kind of the whole point of this, right? Melt them at spawn. Stun them at spawn. Melt them at spawn. In fact, speaking of stun, let's go ahead and bust out the stun team. And see how they do against some tankier foes like Graveler, Nosepass, and Probopass. Alright, Gardevoir. Let's see what you got. Let's see, like, the stun rate. That's mainly what I'm concerned about, or interested in, more like. I mean, Gardevoir is incredibly strong. It really is. Like, way stronger than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it hits for 900. Stock, and then a bonus 180 from that flower. And Butterfree just doesn't know what hit it. Then we got the familiar Gatling gun sound of the Spinda. I mean, really, like, really not bad at all. Good stuff all around. We got the golems coming through now. Okay, so these guys are, of course, more tanky, but you see the stuns proccing off, right? Stun's doing some good things. Just stun them at spawn. Let Spinda pulse them down. Right, now we got Kecleon. Okay, so we're going to want to switch to Team 4. Of course, has Honchkrow. Honchkrow is set to target invisible enemies. So there we go. Hope that Kecleon find out. That's right. Let's go back to the stun team. Absolutely. Rhyhorn gets stunned. Golem gets stunned. Slugma getting stunned right at spawn. All right, let's see how they do against the tanky Victory Bell with 3660 in the HP bar. Just nothing alarming at all so far. Wait, 54. Of course, once we get past 65, we're going to be stacking those stars, you bet. So let's keep going, boys. Let's make this one a success. All things considered, we have invested $53 million in the past couple of episodes. And you really love to see a pretty effective stunning, I guess, welcoming party. It's good stuff. Now, will we encounter enemies that are resistant to stun? Most likely. I think Spinda's a lot more effective when he's able to focus fire. Let's get an idea of this damage. I mean, it's Raichu and it's Gardevoir. I think Ampharos stuns at a pretty good clip, 30%. But an AoE stun is great, considering all of the mobs on the field at all times. Meganium hasn't gotten a single lick of work, neither has Clawitzer. That's a guy I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah, not a problem, man. When they're stunned at spawn, that's quite nice. It bodes well. It means your teams, like the stuns, are proccing off. No point in running a stun team if they don't stun, right? Right, now we got the Rhydon. Always an imposing force. But at just 2, not enough. Nice job, Spindas. Alright, let's keep going, boys. We got this. We've seen this collection before, right? Golems, Rhyhorns, Gravelers. Not a big deal. Stunned at spawn. That's right. Wave 62 Dons. Golem's just melting. Slugma and Magcargo. Magcargo has some staying power for sure, but you can see the effectiveness of the stun. And Flygon's ability to just barely reach down there is so nice. Because obviously you want to pile on the DPS when the unit is stunned. Right, Delibirds, find out, get wrecked. And Golems, just coming on through, but they don't really get very far, do they? Can't even make it to the first left turn. Bodes well, wave 65. This is where we failed out last time. 40 nose pass, 12 Rhyhorn. Come a long way. And yeah, it's really not a problem at all, is it? Not a problem at all. Alright, just 9 Rhyhorn now. It's funny that wave 65 is more challenging than wave 66. Now we got 9 Golem and 6 Rhyhorn. I welcome it though. I like testing out this stun team. I also want to see my boy Clawitzer get some work. Alright, wave 68. We're banking stars now, man. Right, so we got a wide collection of units here. Is anybody resistant to stun? They're all stunnable. Fantastic. Not a problem. Alright, 10 Probo Pass anchors this wave. Got 14 Golems, that's a lot of HP. Slugma and then Rhyhorn. Also a lot of HP on the Rhyhorn. But notice we're doing this without a Machamp anchoring the front line, right? So the DPS output is certainly there. Even with all this armor. The AoE stun, man. Whoever said Ampharos over Lapras, totally. Ampharos attacks, what, twice as fast? Doesn't hit as hard, but twice as fast with an AoE stun is fantastic. 30% chance. Alright, here we go. Clawitzer, gonna get some work, maybe. Nope, never mind. The other Spinda got involved and guns him down. Wave 72. Just not really a problem yet. Really wondering when it's going to get a little tighter. 40 golem. Okay, so this actually might be tighter. Let's bring out the armor busters. And of course, we still have the stunning effect of Ampharos. Couple more coming. Not a problem. Really not a problem at all. All right, very good. All right, so now we have some more flyers. Amplified and reinforced by Victory Bell. We got 10 Golems and 2 Rhydons. But 60 Venomoth. That is a lot. I mean, 44k damage by Machamp, 47k by Meganium. And then, of course, Flygon from his mountainous position. Just doing great things out there for us. Clawitzer has not even attacked yet. Man, I just want to see him attack. Suppose it's a good thing, right? It means our formation is working. Alright, wave 75. Just 25 to go until the boss. Yeah, I'm really liking Ampharos. Area stun. Very, very good. Very effective. Right, so up the lane they go, and Clawitzer still does not get a shot off. Alright, 21 Rhyhorn. Shouldn't be too big of a deal at all. Alright, good job, guys. Let's keep going. A large collection of units here, man. 90 total Pokemon coming down the path. Looking for daylight. Let's stymie them. Alright, Clawitzer, you're gonna get some action here, man. Doesn't look like it. This lane is just an absolute buzzsaw right here. Flygon, man. Super impressed by Flygon. Just does good things. Has great coverage overall. These guys are reverting to melting at spawn, which is good. And we collect stars. In fact, looking forward, right? Route 3-2 does unlock at 400. We should get that in this one, given we're at 391. Right on. Getting wrecked, man. Somebody give Clawitzer some work. Let's see what he does. Right, must have an invisible unit. Alright, we got Tropius. Okay, almost 8,000 HP. And then 12 Kecleon. Let's go ahead and bust out the invisibility team. The Haunch Crow. And the Frisk. Kecleon finds out. You bet. Let's go back to the stun team. Should be able to take out this with Tropius. Let's go. And maybe, just maybe, Clawitzer will actually get some work. Not that time. Man, the AoE stun is just, it's so good. Gardevoir hitting good. Raichu hitting great. Despite being 20 levels under everybody else. It's a fun thing to watch. 90,000 damage for Gardevoir. Man, is Gardevoir one of like the best ones? I mean, I see it as just an added bonus that her attack proliferates debuffs, right? But man, she does impressive damage. That's crazy, man. Wave 83. Got some more heavy-handed units here, and I'm just not really worried about it. Yeah, not at all. Got more coming through. Got some golems. There are 20 of them. And even without an armor breaker, we can still take them out, man. Impressive stuff. Yeah, Tropius can't even get to the left turn here, man. Alright, more rock types. Heavy rock types. Wave 85. I mean, at this rate, it seems like we're going to be just fine, but of course, that's a famous last sentiment, right? You just never quite know. But I think we have the right Pokemon. And our cash flow allows us to, of course, keep them leveled up. Or get them leveled up, in the case of Clawitzer. I think I probably do want to invest more into Raichu. He's impressing me. Let's give him a 5 spot. Right, wave 87. Got Slugma, Golem, and a Rhyhorn again. Seems like we've had this collection before. Not a problem at all. Gardevoir, the damage champion. Now, she is on the pole position, right? Got prime real estate right there. Where Gardevoir is, but I mean, why not? The Stunlock build is great. Good stuff. Bunch of Rhyhorns coming down, but they get stunned. And they're too softened up by the time they make the left turn. 20 Rhyhorn, 10 Rhydon. Getting minigunned down by Spinda. Still haven't seen Clawitzer shoot. He might have just shot there and I missed it. Just looking at something else. Well, let's keep going, boys. Come on now. We got this. All the way to wave 100. Let's go. And yeah, just really not a problem at all, is it? Alright, we got a Porygon, okay? Let's check out the enemy composition. Alright, Clawitzer. Impress me. Alright, so Clawitzer, he must have attacked once on the crits. 10,200 damage. It must be a real subtle shot. We had to stun locked, man. Alright, Tropius, Magcargo. Not a big deal at all. Clawitzer still looking for some more action. He's thirsty for it. He's gonna make his day. Right there. He got a hit, and of course it was a crit. Got a couple of shots there. Probably 2 shots, both crits. It looks like Kecleon shows up again. Let's go ahead and get Team 4. Another day at the office here, boys. The Kecleon has been exposed. We got Victory Bell and Tropius. Good job exposing those Kecleon. Haunch Curl, that's what we need you doing, man. I saw that. Good job. Wow, we must have some more coming here. Looks like Wave 93 is going to wrap up without issue. More Kecleon. Alright, nice job. Clawitzer. 1 shot. Didn't crit that time. It's not broken, don't fix it. We got the stun team on the helm. Porygon coming down super fast, actually. Magcargo, we got Golems. More Porygon. And just not a problem. Yeah, this one gets to wave 100. Question is, can we defeat the boss? We're gonna have to find out. Can you get resolution on that real quick here, friends? I mean, 150,000, 140,000. It really is kind of crazy how much damage they're doing, man. Like the stun team. Are they out DPSing this team that I view as like our top DPS? Maybe. Do we have the right units in the right places? That's another question to consider. Do we work in Gardevoir on this team? I mean, do we work in Raichu? I mean, I think Raichu's very, very good. Does good things. Do you make Gardevoir a mainstay with your team? And always just rock a little bit of stun. You know what I mean? It's a possibility. There are many possibilities. Right, a very heavy team. Very heavy. Lots of HP coming through. Can we handle it? So far, so good. And that Sunflora flower is just so happy, man. Just having a great time. Alright, looks like Wave 97 is going to wrap up right around here. Not a problem at all. That, of course, brings on Wave 98. Yeah, not a problem at all. So 14 Golem, 22 Rhyhorn, 24 Magcargo, and then 2 Radon. Well, let's go. Meganium, Machamp. Bust through that armor. Let's go, boys. Just not a problem at all, man. It's a fun thing to watch. It really is. Meganium, the DPS leader there. Even more so than Machamp. It's because his attack speed is all juiced up. Unlocked with an item. Alright, Clawitzer gets a shot off there for 5,100. It does not crit, of course. Alright, wave 99. Let's go ahead and turn it off auto. Because you already know what's coming next. A boss fight. Let's take care of business here, boys. We got a boss fight coming. And I'm really curious. Zapdos, maybe. Moltres, maybe. It is Zapdos. Okay. So Zapdos has 1 speed. Resistant to stun. Okay. So we will lead with this team here. Worth 38k. It's not a bad sum for a mark, right? And 85,000 HP. So comparable to Articuno in a lot of ways, although I don't recall Articuno's speed. Zapdos with 1 speed, but stun resistant. So, do we feel like this current team can do it? I think so. Based on what I've seen in the damage numbers, I think so. Like, there's plenty more than, 85,000 HP right there, right? There just is. Now, another thing that I can always fall back on is team setup number 3, which pulls them all back, right? So, let's make it happen. We got Zapdos, the legendary lightning bird, coming through. There's no power plant this time instead, my friends. Zapdos has been unleashed and looks to run our little track here. Let's help him find out. Let's go. Alright, here comes Zapdos. Alright, he's tanky, he's strong. Approaching about 50% life. Let's pull him back. And let's finish him off here, boys. Come on now. Machamp. Nice. Flygon gets it done. Did you see that? Flygon sniped him. I saw you, Flygon. I saw that, man. I saw you. Absolutely fantastic. The route has been completed. Route 1-2 completed. So we lock in yet another completed route. You defeated Zapdos and showed it who's boss. Congratulations. Yes, indeed. And here are the team of champions. Absolutely fantastic. A great way to wrap up today's episode. Now, as we look forward, of course, I'm going to leave this on as I typically do. I'm going to come back with a bunch of bankroll. I enjoy spending the money. I'm sure you guys probably get some enjoyment out of it as well. Seeing a, large bankroll. All kinds of flexibility. Getting new mons. Leveling up mons. Figuring out new team configurations. Let me know which ones that you think I should consider. Like Omanite, is it good? Kabuto, is it good? What other ones do you see here? I want to run a Smeargle and double Persian team overnight. Probably on Route 1-1 against the boss. And then we'll see if we can, grind some serious cash. Absolutely. We are up to 414 stars and now have access to Route 3-2. So let's stop on over to Route 3-2 just real quick. So we have these water zones, right? And it looks like it's... So what do they do? Like, oh, maybe they come out of here, huh? Maybe they come out of here and then split? Is that how it works? We're going to have to do a little recon on this particular route here, but Route 3-2 was available. It's got free stars for us, so I say we rock some Route 3-2 at the beginning of the next episode after we drop, a ton of cash on further upgrading our profile. Really looking forward to it. Thanks to all the commenters for calling out some secrets. Thanks for all the commenters as well for pointing out some strong Pokemon and some strong combinations. I really do enjoy hearing from you, so keep that up if you like, of course. And let me know, what I'm missing. Let me know what other strong Pokemon that I currently have in the box that I should, consider leveling up. And then let me know what other ones to look out for as we continue to roll for random Pokemon. Absolutely. Good call on the Smeargle and good call on the Clawitzer. Absolutely fantastic getting Clawitzer up. I think Ampharos is great as well. And I really think our team's coming around nicely. I mean, I'm satisfied with where we're at. We are now completing routes, right? Historically, first couple of episodes, we didn't really clear routes. Well, now we're clearing routes. So let's set our sights to Route 3-2. And then if we fail out on this one, because I'm not sure how strong it's going to be, maybe we focus on Route 1-3. See if we can get the win there. We'll definitely have to find out, and we'll be finding out in the next episode. So stay tuned to the channel, my friends. I'll be dropping another run of PokéPath TD if you want to keep seeing it, of course, in the next few days. Stay tuned to the channel and let me know your thoughts then. Smash a like on the way out as well if you would, please. That does greatly help the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. So with that said, I'm going to get on out of here, but before I go, I just want to say thank you for your viewership. I really do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like I said. If you happen to be new here, then consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.